Hi, you guys. How is everybody? Waiting to see if y'all can see me. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm waiting. Trying to see. We're back on the big camera. No idea if you guys can see me or hear me or who is out there. So this is the beginning. What are we going to talk about? Oh, there you are. There you are. You guys, you can see me. Okay, we're back on the good camera, as in the serious camera, not my iPhone. So I don't know how this looks, but EJ and Allie came over and they were trying to help me because it's like I'm a glitch. I'm in the Matrix and I glitched. How is everybody? Hola. I'm going on here. I'm looking to see my live stream. I have to look up. I need to put this over here or put it on the TV. Either way, I can never prepare or do it correctly, but how are you guys? How is everybody? There you are. Okay, this is the new camera. I mean, you guys, literally my computer screen blew, and so I had to run out and grab another computer in order to do my work. It's so aggravating. Mercury retrograde on the 5th. By the way. So yeah, super aggravating, y'all. I'm trying to get my live stream over here so I can read your text. Oh shit. I'm trying to get my live stream. Here I go. I have to, there. I got you. Barbara Jean, I got your bracelets on. Can you see? I'm assuming the other ones you got me were for Meadow and Lila. Yes. That's what I think. I'm on my way to class tonight. Thank you for that. Oh, first grandchild due tomorrow. That's so fun. Super fun. I love that. Yeah, pretty in pink. Oh my God, computer problems. Every time I touch something, it's glitchy. Oh, I can't even. I can't. I feel like I don't know what to say. Yes, that's right? What's up with all these rockers going country? There's always a motivation, right? Like if you guys can't see the energy of what's going on, they try to swap us over to something different. Now I have to figure out where to put this so I can see. Oh my God, because I did not prepare for my glasses over there. So I have to put this up on. Yeah, I know how the haters are going to be like, but she is always worried about her lighting. But she shouldn't talk about, I'm answering a question. Okay, to the bitches, my lovely followers who are not bitches, but to the people who went on my live stream and told me I shouldn't talk about my son because he's already passed. You're like, I wish you some fucked up shit. Don't say that to people, you ignorant person. Who says that? Oh, well, they've already passed, so you should stop talking. My point in my podcast is, or my whatever this is to keep talking about people's grief, to show you how to handle it, because I didn't even know I was going to need to handle it, and it was thrust on me. So you should talk about your loved ones that have passed over. Why the hell wouldn't you? I mean, do you exist if not for the relationships you have? Or is it just like my identity as a mother is with my children? I mean, geez. Aw, 25 years. Of course. My stepson Keith would be 29 this December, and Jimmy would be 58. Jimmy would be 58, 9 months younger than me. That's how long I've been talking about him. You don't ever forget. Not a day goes by that I forget. I don't forget. Who forgets? Why would I stop talking about it? It was so ignorant. I block and deleted them. If you say that shit, I block and I delete you. And then I may look your address up. Just kidding. I may fucking come for you. Yeah, well, I don't feel anything. See, people talk about grief. I don't feel anything, but I do feel when you tell me how to speak about my life, and then somebody's like, she's always fidgeting with the lighting. Yeah, the fuck I am. Because if I didn't fidget with the lighting, you would critique my appearance ad nauseum. So yeah, I'm going to mention it. I still am not fully happy because right here, oh my God, old lady neck. Anyway, I'm never happy with it. That's just me. I'm just going to be real. Or should I shove a bunch of Botox in my forehead and fucking pull my face back to here just to make you haters happy so I never have to mention the lighting. That's not going to happen either. Okay, so anyway, oh my God, right? I know EJ and Allie came over and they definitely helped me with the lighting. They're always so good, so good. And I'm so, yes, pink and blue, my favorite colors, right? Exactly. Fuck them. And then I'm on this young girl's TikTok. She puts my name up there, whatever her name is, and I can't remember it right now. I'm looking for something to put this on so I can put it right there. So I'm going to leave my set again, but it's not for lighting. It's for books over here. Okay, so I'm going to get these books because I think I can put them back here like that and then put my thingy on there. My thingy. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Okay, there we are. So I can see it. Then I can see it because the TV set's a bit far because you know why? Someone didn't wear their glasses. That would be me. Anyway, some little girl on, let's see. Yeah, no, I mean, you know what? Truly, seriously, I love it how people go, oh, and to what should I call them? Fucking stupid people. I realize during a live stream you want me to focus on what you want me to focus on, but I also want you to understand that I started this channel for fun, for my amusement at age 51, for my own fucking fun. My son taught me how to monetize it. It was still, I make my money, just so you're very clear. I don't care if I have viewers on YouTube or not or whatever, because I have my day-to-day clients that I've had for 40 years. So this isn't my only way of making income. I actually work day in and day out like everybody else on planet, whatever this planet is. Anyway, some of the people were saying, you know, oh, I hate it when she goes off on a tangent and doesn't focus. That's why your kids are on drugs, because there's people like you saying that. How do you think creative people work? Do you think they stay focused on one thing? They can get myopic focus, but I'm all over the place all the time, and that's who I am. So I'm always going to be like that. And the live stream part of my channel was simply done during COVID to talk about whatever the fuck I wanted to talk about it. I'm not under obligation or martial law to talk about things you want me to talk about. I'm only speaking to the people that were heckling me last time because it bugged me so much I thought I would answer it. So I'm going to talk about what I want, and by all means, please feel free to click off and go fuck yourself. I don't care. That's the thing. I don't care. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Now that I've done that, oh my God, now that I've done that, like, am I employed by you? Am I obligated to do what you want? I film, people are like, I like the pre-film videos. Then watch those. My live streams are just what I do to keep in touch in between, and I'm obnoxious, and I'm sorry. You know, I am who I am. What you see is exactly what you get in real life. Like, there's no other side to my personality. This is it. And that's it. And somebody's like, all she talks about is her hiking. Yeah, I do. Because I lead by example. So when everybody else is out there saying they wish they could be more fit, I talk about it because it's who I am. I mean, I don't know what else to talk about. I'd like to say I smoke meth, but I don't. I'd like to say I smoke cigarettes, but I don't. I'd like to say I fucking smoke weed, overeat, whatever, but I don't. Sorry that I walk the exact walk and talk the exact talk that I do. I don't know what you expect. Whoever wrote that, like, I blocked you off the channel though. So I'm just responding in case you signed in with a fake account just to fucking let you know. All right. Okay. I am real. I've never faked who I was in my life. I've been punished for it. I've lost money for it. I've all kinds of shit for it. My kids hated me for it. Other parents hated me for it. You know what? Why would I be anyone else? I literally hike every day. Are people surprised by this? I do exactly what I say. If I say I'm going to do it, I do it. If I say I'm going to find you, I will fucking find you. Got it? Exactly. Okay. I try to, I mean, like, all she does is hike. Well, yeah, I do hike a lot. I mean, every day, in fact. I try to live what I teach, like, through my actions, because actions speak louder than words. I could sit there in a really nice outfit and tell you things I do, like Instagram people, and I never leave my fucking couch. But I actually live in the world, and everything I tell you, I do. So when I don't know. Anyway, thank you for listening to that rant, because it's Rant Thursday. All right. So, yeah, right. I'm hyped by the BS. Exactly. Oh my God, people. It is for mental health, and I really do it. I'm an athlete. I'm sorry it bothers you at 60 that I actually get off my ass and fucking run mountains, and you wish you could, so you want to critique me. Yeah, that's why I always do in my hiking videos, fuck you if you don't like me. That's my theme song, and I mean it. Like, go fuck yourself. Okay, so now, yeah, I try to speak the truth. I mean, no, you're not going to guess with me. I either like you or I don't. And I will go out of my way to help people, but I like literally the internet, you guys, who's commenting? Like, who's forcing you to watch me? Please don't watch me if you don't like me. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, people are fat and lazy. No offense to them. Exactly. Let's see. Your dad's in the hospital. That's a shame. Yeah, I bleached my hair like about a week ago or whatever it was, like a week and something ago. I never thought I would be in the world with people. I know. No, you're in the world where I know, right? You tell your kids, every asshole on planet Earth is like, when you have a baby, they have to be healthy. You can't do drugs. What I have learned is most people do not raise their kids correctly in the sense that they do not lead by example. They will tell their kids, don't do drugs, don't drink, don't fuck around. And you'll find daddy fucking around, drinking, popping pills, mommy drinking wine and doing all of that. I never did that. I just told my kids exactly, this is what I do every day. Nothing ever changed. I eat the same kinds of food, salmon every day. We know this, but I mean, I eat fruit, blueberries. I like ice cream. I don't drink. I exercise. And that's a problem for people. They hate you for it. And they hate you when you're sober, and they hate you when you're not a drug addict. They would prefer because they can kick you down into the ground. If you're fat, they feel good around you because you're fat, and then they know they look better than you. If you're all high as out of your fucking mind, then they're like, well, yeah, she'd be good, but she's high. I don't like people using that shit against me, so I don't give them a chance. And they still use it against you. So again, Okay, anyway, threw my husband off the phone so I could. Thank you, Chrissy. Bye-bye, husband. Husband. Yeah, and they don't like it that I try to be a good person. I was talking to my friend. So my cute little friend who would hate it if I mentioned her. So we've hiked Palm Springs together. She's a good hiker. I will say this about her. So her, I'm not going to name her. We'll just call her S for short. Me and her, we went to Palm Springs and her husband. And so we were all in the same hotel room, and me and her were getting up at 3 a.m. to go hiking, climb under the Palm Springs tram during Christmas time. It was like end of November, early December, something like that. And her husband's an athlete in a different way. They're a little bit younger than me, maybe 4 or 5 years, but her husband's like a skateboarder and really good. So they have that venue going up there in Palm Springs. So anyway, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, shut up, I gotta sleep. These two are chattering away. So they're like doing shots. I'm like, you're gonna have to climb up that hill for like 6 hours straight. Like, we can't back out. So she takes a couple of shots, gets on her vape, we get coffee, and off we go. And that girl was right behind me the whole way. I've never seen athletic ability like that in my life over the age of 50. Never. Brilliant. So thank you for that. Who's passed still remember you? Oh, absolutely. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry your ex passed. Overdose is very sad. Yes, souls do remember you. They do remember you. Of course. When you died, would you remember your people? Would you remember your children? Absolutely. Of course. They really do. We have memory. Even if we don't remember, we have memory. But anyway, my friend S, we'll call her. So I ran into her this morning, same trail, and she's deathly afraid of, I think they're June bugs. She's deathly afraid of them. So I'm not outing her. I'm just saying. So I was on June bug patrol and she was behind me. So we did our hike. even she hikes every day. See, there's athletes everywhere. We don't have to go to the fake Olympics that is insulting everybody. And did I hear correctly that one of the boxers or wrestlers backed out of her game because she was competing against a man, a genetic man who now identified as a woman? Why do they want to racy women for? Why do they want to call you cisgender? I'm not a cisgender, you moron. I'm a fucking woman by birth. That trumps everything that you make up in your head about language, dictionary, what's politically correct. Go fuck yourself. I'm a woman. I have a uterus. I give birth. You can't do that even if you identify as a woman. So shut up. Oh my God. I can't. I just can't anymore. I can't listen to idiots saying cisgender. I want to smack them in the face. I'm like, do you hear how you talk? I don't care what you call yourself, but don't ask me to live by that. No, I gave birth at home twice to 2 9-pound babies. I definitely know what I am, and I videotaped it for you people that want to call me trans. Please. Anyway, I videotaped it, so it's on tape. I showed it to Keithy when he was coming out, and he was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Are you trying to hurt me? I'm like, no, it's kind of the other way around. He came out feet first, and we were at home. A little bit of a problem. Let's see. Why don't you drink? I never did drink. I drank till I was 20. I don't like it. Like, why would I put poison in my body? Do you know what alcohol is? I don't have any addiction to anything coffee. Ice cream, but I don't even need a lot of that. Like, I have my shots and then that's it. I'm not an addictive personality per se, but I never felt the need to drink, and it causes so many problems. Why would I partake in something that destroys families and lives and causes way more deaths than COVID could ever cause? Way more health issues, way more diabetes, way more problems, way more abuse, way more problems. Like, it's poison. Look up what it is. Like, you're drinking ethanol. It was used to start cars. That's what Prohibition was about. Prohibition was not about drinking. It was about the use of alcohol in order to self-sustain through fermenting fruits and vegetables, your car, taking money away from the gas companies, the fossil fuel. They didn't want that. So they made a prohibition and made it like that. Why would I drink that? Are you kidding? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. I do not get it. I mean, I don't want to drink. Like, see, and the fact that people ask, why don't you drink? Like, go look up what alcohol is, and like, why don't you smoke crack? Because fucking crack is whack. That's why, to quote Whitney, who was smoking crack. But crack is whack. So why don't I do that? Because it's fucked up. Like, what are you drinking for? You know, some people drink so much they burn their esophagus. Like, they shut their kidneys down, they fry their brain, and they can't quite get the dopamine hit after they're an alcoholic. That's what they're looking for. They're looking to feel good. Instead of using the thing that you can use, which is your 2 feet and cardiovascular exercise, for 20 minutes a day, they choose to drink because they want to get the dopamine hit. Who the fuck doesn't? Okay. But it's poison. So you will pay a price for that. Yeah, no, people can drink if they want. You know, people, and wine is crap. Wine is still not good on the body. Wine has sulfites, unless you go and you get it without the sulfites. But like, people are like, you should see the parties, people trying to shove alcohol. I don't fucking drink. I don't want to. I'm proud of it. I don't want to do it. Makes me happy not to. You want to cuss me out for that? Go for it. Yeah, I know, but not agree with you. Women competing in the Olympics as women. No hate, just wondering why. But why do you not agree with trans? Because a trans woman is a man genetically. That's why. A trans woman was born with male hormones and powerful body stature because they are men. They're not trans women. They are trans women. They're not women. That's not an even playing ground. Why do you think they have like different kinds of categories for different people? If you look at a girl, your daughter, most times they're not going to be as big and have the same hormones. And I can never say the word testosterone. I can never say it. Never say that word right. But the male hormones, Trans women are born with male hormones. And are you talking about trans women that have completed the surgery and cut their penises off? Or are these just guys with their dicks tucked in their pants calling themselves trans women with breast implants? What are you even talking about? Bruce Jenner is 6'3". So you want him in a ring with somebody who's a 5'4" gymnast, decathlon, a runner? What are you even talking about? Like, what are you saying? And it's not hateful. It's just obvious. It's like completely obvious. Men are stronger physically. No matter what a woman says, they are stronger. I don't know about when they get older. Not all men. Most men. They grow. They're men. There's women and there's men. No trans women can have children. They call themselves trans women because, and I'm not even sure if that means they have the surgery, because I know trans women who haven't had the surgery. So there's that. Oh, Ashley, I saw your messages, but I was on with a client. As for, let's see. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious. I know you're going to want to call me a trans hater, but it's fucking obvious. Like, I got a brain in my head, not brainwashed. When I look at my sons and I look at their girlfriends, well, Keith isn't here, but Jason, and I look at my daughter-in-law, Jason trumps her physically. Now, if he decided to call himself a trans woman and go into the Olympics, he's a strong ass dude. At 6'3" with his power. He's a powerful dude. Are you telling me that's fair for a girl against him? Get real. Come on now. And just because you call yourself a trans woman, what does that mean? Does it mean you followed through with the surgery? Because I know trans women who have not. So they're still getting the male hormones. It's like saying you've had a hysterectomy, but you've left your ovaries in. So are you still getting female hormones? That's why they leave the ovaries in. That's why the testes are intact. So what are we saying here? I know it's so obvious. Yeah, put another category in. Like they have Special Olympics, put another category for all the trans people. Do that. Trans women, trans men. Do it. But see, there's a lot of hate because everybody's brainwashed. Like I'm supposed to accept it. I don't have to accept it. And you're not smoking crack in my house either. I don't have to accept your version of my life. Thank you very much. Please. I know. Oh my God, he'd even be taller in heels. Yes, he'd be fucking like 6'6" in heels. Because I wear, well, in dance class, I'm wearing 8-inch heels. So, I mean, come on now. And I'm just saying, if you go to a drag club and you look at the men who dress in drag professionally as women, okay, which are not, they're not trans men. I mean, some could be, but what I'm saying is a regular drag club and you look at the men. I've been on many a TV show with my my friends that perform in drag, and they are men. And then there's little me. I come on as a female. They're all dressed as women, but next to me, they are huge. And I'm 5'6" for reference, 130 pounds, 5'6", and they're over 6 feet tall, wider, broader. And these are men that professionally dress as women and do a great job. I've done politics as a drag with Michael. They're big ass people because they are men. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right? I mean, you know the drag parties, right? You know it. Yeah, well, I know the Olympics is bullshit anyway because we only value those people. But here's a true athlete. A true athlete is somebody who loves athleticism and does it. You don't need to go to the Olympics and make money. They're all bought out. And what about Larry Nassar? Did we forget about that guy? Did we forget about how the Olympics was so easy to let everybody in competing against everybody, but let the little girl gymnasts have a doctor put his fingers up their hoo-haws and told them it was normal for decades? Did we forget about that? No, they're another elite organization. Ban the Olympics. And don't go on telling me that they weren't imitating the Last Supper. I personally don't care because I don't think you can mock Jesus. I really don't think you can. You can try. But the thing that bothers me about their interpretation of that is that they never let you mock. You can't mock Judaism. You can't mock Muslim. You can't mock Buddhism, but you can always mock Christianity. That should tell you something right there. They only mock what they can't control and don't understand. But if you go out and you did an opening at the Olympics in France with the Muslims, mocking the Muslims, there would be war, okay? But it's always okay to bag on Christians. Let's bag on Jesus. It's so funny. Why don't we bag on another religion? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. You can make fun of Christians all you want, but then I can take down the Middle Eastern religions and or Judaism. Oh no, but you can't do that. See? So why Christians? Why not make it fair for everybody around, since we're all into fairness? Okay. Sorry, I'm an asshole, but seriously. Yeah, right? Because Jesus was mocked. Yeah, I know, right? I know they mock, as Muslims, we believe in Jesus. No, I believe in Allah. I'm saying that, but I'm saying when you look at the media, okay, the French media, and the reason the trans are able to compete in the Olympics is because, I'm going to say it, Macron's wife is a transgendered male to female. She's also a pedophile because she set her husband up from the age of 15. No one mentions that. They just go, you hate trans. She's not really a man. She's a woman. She's always been a woman. Well, what she is a fucking pedophile. And I'm saying that because she groomed him from age 14 on 15. She was his teacher and she's decades older. So you know what that is, Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah, I said that too. Okay. Oh, August 29th. Shout out to him. He can hear you, sweetheart. He can hear you. Yeah. And then, yeah, the media mocks, that's what I'm saying. The media mocks Christianity 24/7. They do not mock except Whoopi's in trouble now for her whatever she said on The View. I didn't really watch her because I try not to watch The View. I just saw that her ugly mug was being sent home for 2 weeks. I know what she was saying. She was trying to say that in America, race is considered because of the color of your skin. So if you look white, you're white, even if your parents are black and half white, which is always so funny because when Barack Obama was President Obama, when he was president, and they're like, he's the first black president, I'm like, true, but he's half white. So, I mean, they always paid homage to his father, but he was a Leo, so that makes sense, but not his mother, the white part. And so it depends actually what your skin tone looks like. I know what she was getting at. I understand what she was saying. However, it was, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't like Whoopi Goldberg is what I can say. She doesn't give a shit either is what I can say too. I know the Ted Danson and his blackface. What's that about? Dude, how old are you? Like what, how insulting to her. She's dating a guy that's in blackface. I mean, I can't, like how barbaric are, I don't even know why that's a thing. I understand in vaudevillian times they had theater makeup like that. I also understand that the British court had men. I also understand that the fashion industry is based on men. Everything in our world is based on men because the powers that be are so afraid of women and our reproductive ability to create, and the fact that we push for family, and the fact that if you are, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but if you are a mother and you've had children, then you know your whole essence is your children. You may not like what they do, you may not like how it turns out, but there's something really instinctual for a woman. And I know some women don't want to have kids. That's their choice and I don't care. But I'm saying as a woman, the only good things I did in life was bring two souls to see if they could navigate this dimension and complete what they needed to complete. That's the only good thing I've done in my life that I'm most proud of. And I know it's natural, but I'm sincerely proud of it. That's all I can tell you. So they're trying to erase that from us, our natural instincts. Little girls want to play with dolls. Little girls caretake for the most part. Don't come at me, but it's true. Have you ever seen an African? Yes. The mother I was raised with was South African, so I have seen Africans. Yes. Not the white ones, the native to the country. Yes. Oh, the Philippines, great. Inherent new genotype reveals. Yeah. It is the only good thing I've done because I get to determine in my life the good things I've done, and it is. I am 100% identified, and this is how I am as a female, by my children. Nothing mattered before I had them, and nothing matters, only my children. That is it. Like when I tell you that, I'm being dead serious. Anything else I do is just something I do to kill time before I die. The rest of it, when I focus on my kids, not even the marriage. I don't even give a shit about the man. The children. I'm telling you how I am. That's how I am as a person. If I happen to do good things outside of my children, I do for the children. When I work at shelters, it's for the abused children. When I go to baby showers, it's because somebody's having a child. Those are my priorities. That's just who I am. Yeah, exactly. That's just, yes, my greatest achievement. And I know women they want to think they're much more. I'm not much more. My entire life became about my children. I started this channel because of my child. I talked about my child and went through the grief of losing a child publicly. The greatest experience of my life, birthing him and then living through what this is. I mean, I can't trump it with anything that I would do personally, because there is that you can't. I mean, I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, some people don't want kids, and that's fine for them. Of course, it's up to them what they want. And karmically speaking, maybe they're not supposed to. I'm just saying, for me, my children are the do-all and end-all. My grandchildren, my children. I don't have anything else to offer anybody. That's it. Anything else I do is just because this shit I do in my day-to-day life, but it's not of relevance other than how I treat people. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, 5th house Leo, exactly. Let's see. Will someone explain to me what is going on? Wait, reptilian. Who said reptilian? Let's see. Do our pets guard us? Pets are healers. Absolutely. That's how I feel, Rachel. And people, they get mad at me. I didn't get married to marry a man. I got married to have children. That was actually my thought. The man, I grew up in the sex industry. So the men, I saw them for what they were. I wanted to have children. So if I could find somebody where I could agree with somewhat, then I have my children. And that's what I wanted in my life, was my children. And people don't like that. They think it's important to date and do this, and good for them. I'm not that person. So, and I never have been that person. Priority was my children. And so sometimes when a woman thinks like that, a man will go out of his way to extract attention from you in any egregious way they can, because they want your attention. But for me, my children were my everything. Is LeBron a reptile? I don't know. See, my hands are usually under the table. I have to stop waving them around. Spirit fingers. Okay, stop. Yeah, some people say dream catchers are bad. Some people say dream catchers are good. I don't know. Let's see. And look stupid once they're drunk. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, I know about the Lionsgate portal and all that. Oh, little Leo, 8, 12, 14. How cute. How cute. I love them. I lost, oh my God, honey, triplets, Christina. Oh my God, honey, I'm so sorry. Are you going to try again? I don't mean to ask that way, but are you going to try again? That makes me very sad. Oh, okay. That makes me sad. My dad all the men get jealous of the kids because they think the women like them. And you do like them, but not like you love your kids. I'll speak for myself. Some women really like men and need male attention. I'm not one of them. Again, I was 14 in the strip clubs. The male attention was fucking vile. And I know that men aren't faithful or truthful. No offense to anybody on this channel. Y'all are good. I get it. But I'm saying my experience. Can only speak for myself. I can only speak for myself. That's it. The View should have been canceled before it started. Let's see. Inner reality. I don't know. All they want is control. My kids, I just love my kids. And the greatest gift I got are my 2 granddaughters from my son. I was just saying the other day, I wish Keith had knocked somebody up, and I wish someone would come to my door and say that he had a child with some random woman. I wouldn't care who she was. I'll be like, come on in, bring that baby and bring yourself in here. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for somebody to tell me they got pregnant with Keith, but it never happened. So if there is anybody out there, please come to me, because I'd be so happy. But yeah, the best thing in the world is my 2 granddaughters from Jason. So it's the greatest thing ever. Can anything top that? Nope. They can't. Yeah, they can. And people want to tell me how to feel. I don't care. You can mock my channel all you want. You don't have to be here. That's the beauty of this. See, here's the thing. I don't ask you to subscribe. I don't ask you to send me money. I don't care. Why? Because I have my regular clients. I'm not looking at this as a way to make money. I can make money at it. I don't on TikTok. I don't care. I do not care. Do you see? That way you can't control me because people are like, we'll defund her. You can't defund me. I'm not asking you for shit. I don't care. That's where they make the mistake. This is purely what I want to do. And I wouldn't do it if I didn't want to do it. And people don't like that either. They want me to be beholden to them because they watch me. I don't care. I can't say it enough. The emails I got the other night pissed me off so bad. I was like, I will always mention my kid, especially on his anniversary of the day that he died. I'm boiling now. I'm always going to mention Keith. That was the anniversary of his death date. I'm going to mention him. I'm not going to get over it because he's moved on. People need to learn that too. If anybody has a kid who's passed, a dad who's passed, a mom who's passed, cousin, uncle, nephew, niece, for Christ's sakes, don't say to somebody, you should move on. You get punched in the face. If you were in my visit, you get punched in the face. Who says shit like that? Really? You should get over your fucking little boyfriend who doesn't like you because you know you're a bitch without kids and without a cat because the cat ran away from you. You troll. Okay. I was just like, wow. And then, so I go on TikTok. There's this cute little girl and I can't think of her name. So forgive me. I cannot think of her name. She took cuts from my video the other night when I was talking about Gypsy. I think it was Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose. I keep wanting to call her Gypsy Lee, but it's Gypsy Rose Lee, but it's not. It's Gypsy, whatever her last name is. Blanchard, Gypsy Blanchard. Okay, so it's Gypsy Rose Blanchard, right? Okay. So I was talking about her, and then this girl was doing my captions, and then she was doing the Kim Porter captions. There are a bunch, and I agree you can be skeptical, but there are a bunch of bitches online, probably male and female, I don't know. But they're like, I feel like she's being fed the information. Let me just say this. Every single person and their mother claims to be psychic. Most of them intuitive, whatever. Very few of them have a consistency rating. When a consistent psychic comes out, and they're not always going to be right because it's not how it works. But when a consistent psychic comes out with predictions of reading the energy, these people go, I think she's being fed. So they take the credit from you. Fuck you for that. Like, please. A lot of the psychics you see online haven't got, and I've said this repeatedly, the body of work for decades. I have the same clients. I'm assuming I'm saying something right or all my clients are mentally ill, right? They're all fucking mentally ill and crazy, but they're not. They're not all mentally ill and crazy. So they've got, you're not always going to get it right. But when you get it right, why don't you try giving somebody an okay? You want to believe they talk all this shit about God and this is my psychic's really good. But when the psychic gets it right or says something they don't like, they want to bash your brains in. I can see why people don't want to do this for a living. It's terrible. People are fucking terrible. Terrible. I'm not being fed information. And then somebody goes, well, Jaguar Wright said it 10 years ago. I'm sure she did. She's in that industry. I never was in that industry. I wasn't around P. Diddy. I did, however, and this is John and I. So going back to 99, 98, 97, whenever J-Lo and P. Diddy were dating and they were in the club and he shot somebody, we all knew that he did it and she covered for him because her career took off after that. And I think that was actually John that pointed that out to me. So he got that hit. Kind of obvious, like that. But I'm not in that circle. My music, again, is fucking Black Sabbath, rock and roll. I'm not in the rap. The only rappers I met are friends of my kids and friends of my friends whose grandkids and stuff are rappers. Other than that, I'm not in the rap community because I'm a Canadian white woman, okay? So I'm in heavy metal, rock and roll, that kind of thing is what I like. But they assume, Black Sabbath. I'm sorry. I like Black Sabbath. I like Leonard Skinner. I like Led Zeppelin. I like Queen. I like glam rock. I'm okay with Guns N' Roses. Not a huge fan. I love Prince, so I'm pop rock. Definitely not rap, and definitely not P. Diddy. I didn't like him, okay? He was annoying. He's just annoying to look at. He was annoying to listen to. So I did not do that. So I wouldn't know that. I literally did not know who Kim Porter was until you guys told me. I did not want to do her video because I was uninterested until she came to me. And when they come to me and I feel the need to do it, I will do it. That is what I will do. That's it. That's how it happens. I don't know what to say. I have read Ariana Grande. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just too, but they want to critique you, and that's really offensive. Don't critique my ass. Come to my door and get, like, literally sit down. And then some people are like, do you read anyone? I know I've gone over this, but I had to answer all these questions because I got bombarded with them. Do you read anybody other than celebrities? Yes, for 40 years, everybody and their cousin, anybody who wanted a reading, schizophrenic people, drug addict people, straight people, corporate people, Republican people, Democratic people, because I'm in Hollywood, so they're all Democrats, celebrities, non-celebrities, little kids, big kids, fat, skinny, black, white, Asian, and any other mixture of anything in between, pets, horses, rabbits, dogs, rats, cats, bats, all of them, okay? And yes, but on a YouTube channel, who is going to tune in to me reading your reading? Nobody. Said nobody ever, because people only care about themselves in a reading, meaning if I'm going to go to a psychic, I'm going to ask about my life, myself, somebody in my life, myself, my business, my career, etc. You're going to find that very boring. So who do we have in common but entertainment people or people in the news? That is why the channel was started. Okay? Because meanwhile, you're not going to, like your cousin Fred, if I'm reading them, who cares? You care, but who else cares? No one. Okay. Oh, so we've done this. And when you say, I know, right? It's just so annoying. No, but it's true. It's true. I can't help it. I'm psychic. You are born with the ability. No, not everyone can be psychic. I don't care if you think you're psychic. Good for you. Go do it for a living. Put yourself out on a limb. Put your predictions in a video 6 months prior and then come back and fucking watch people critique your ass and tell you you are a CIA operative. Again, I'm Canadian. Can't work for the States. Cannot work for the American government because I'm Canadian. So these people get really mad. And the other thing that I brought up the other day, which I deleted that video because I was mean on that video, but when there are people on YouTube that attack me, attack Keith, attack my family, call me a bunch of ignorant names because I'm speaking about a rapper, meaning P. Diddy, as if because they're black, they own the rights to rappers is bullshit too, because in spirit, they don't recognize a color. Your dead loved one, like my Keith, went around to people on my channel of every race, color, religion, and creed. He did not go, oh, well, you know, my mom's white. I'm only going to talk to the white psychics. He didn't say that. I mean, I heard from everybody, different walks of life, old, young. I heard from people. So that is an ignorant statement. I can talk about anybody regardless of their skin color or not, just like you can. But see, these channels think they own the rights to the rap community because they think it's for bullshit. Bullshit. I can't help my skin color, neither can you. So now that we've decided that, we can move on from there. Oh. Right? Well, no, it's not a race rant. The people are throwing it at me. I'm not a racist. But I'm saying that's what they were saying. That's why this ignorant channel popped up online bashing me, meaning basically saying the shit they did. That shit's taken off now. But they managed to make it about race in that because I managed to do the P. Diddy video, which again wasn't about P. Diddy. It was about Kim Porter. That's where my information came from. And I don't even know what her full race is because I don't know if she's mixed. Just 1, 2, 10. I have no idea. I haven't looked up her history. I have no idea. So it came from her, and they speak when they want to speak. That's when they want to speak. I did Julio Folio. Do you think he cares if I'm white or black? They don't care. They don't care. That's on Earth because that's a game the government plays. Okay. I did do a Jim Morrison reading. Yeah, Jim Morrison used to go all over the place. Every psychic in the valley had an engagement ring from Jim Morrison. What do I mean by that? Jim Morrison, probably in the 80s, 90s, he went to every medium and he would call them his wives and engage themselves to him. Seriously. Jim Morrison's spirit talked to everybody. He was not a racist either. He liked them all. If you could pick up on his energy, he would do weddings in the astral to people on the earth. So what he's doing is collecting energy. That's actually what he would do. That's what he would do. Yeah, a lot of, I know the because my son hung around rappers. So Keithy, again, we had a very mixed house full of all kinds of people, very few white people. I mean, there were white people, but my kids, if you name them, the rappers in Los Angeles, my kids were friends with. And many of my friends have mixed marriages of all kinds. And then there was the Asian community and the Black community that was in our house, and the Hispanic community. So that's just the way that is. Yeah, they make it, I know, right? They make it about race. So no, I hate Earth. Exactly. Yes, exactly. No, I don't, but I wanted to say it because I'll go crazy if I don't say it. I get really mad and I don't think you should believe psychics and mediums. There's so many that are full of shit, and I can tell by what they're saying. I'm like, and maybe they are mediums. Maybe they are mediums, and maybe they want to get views, so they say it the way that people want to hear it. That's never been my agenda either. I don't care what you want to hear. I'm going to say what I got to say, and if you don't want to, then don't come back for a reading. Again, don't care. And that's just it anymore. You know, I do the best I can do, and I'm not going to pick up on it, everybody. That's what's not going to happen. I mean, it's just not going to happen. But when it comes to mediumship, a lot of people talk about things and they get some things from my knowledge and other things I'm unfamiliar with, or it's not the way that I've seen it. And it's very interesting to listen to a lot of the different mediums. The New Age community is detrimental on a lot of levels, saying that you can... what you put out there, you get back. And again, today I was talking about Madeline Soto. I want to do a video on her, but I will say this here. When it comes to Madeline Soto, her mother knew. That's obvious. We all know this. I also feel like she was sold. I feel like there's a snuff film, and I feel like, I guess his name is Steven or Stefan Stern. I don't know if it's Stevens or Steffens, whatever his name is. That guy's father, so the in-law, so I guess it would be the step-grandfather, that guy's involved too. Okay, so they've been selling that girl. They've been filming that girl. They snuff filmed her. They filmed that. That's what they did. And her mother knew. Sorry, I'm saying it. There's no way that goes unnoticed. And lady, if you're that dumb, and this is directly to Madeline Soto's mother, and you can come for me if you want. If you are that dumb, that ignorant, that fucking desperate for a man or for attention, that you put your daughter in bed with this rando man who doesn't even like you, he just likes your kid, you deserve everything that's coming for you. Okay, I just said it. It's disgusting, but who's buying her images on the dark web? Because that's where they are. That guy had a posse of people. He live streamed that girl like I'm on YouTube, like you're on TikTok, like people are on Instagram. That's what this fucker did. Okay, that's what he did. And it's a real thing. We have to stop being surprised by it. What's surprising to me is that a mother would agree to that, but that's been going on too. That's what Ghislaine Maxwell is. She didn't have kids, I don't believe, but she's one of those women that is okay with selling out women because of money. So is Madeline Soto's mother. So is every other woman that turns a blind fucking eye to your dumbass man touching your kid. Just as bad, just as evil. And I don't expect it from women. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah. Well, no, they're on the dark web. And here's the interesting thing. My friend that I was hiking with this morning, she's like, they can find out if you go on like Netflix and you hotwire a movie. I don't know what you call it. Like, I don't know what they call it anymore. Remember the Seinfeld episode where Jerry was filming in the theater and the criminal guy was like, you have such creative vision. He was in the back aisle filming the movie, and then he could sell the bootleg tapes before the movie came out, or so people didn't have to pay for it. Okay, so all of that. Anyway, that episode, that shit goes on, right? And they will catch you because it's about money for the corporations. But if it's kiddie porn, oh no, we can't help you with that. It's too hard to keep up with. No, the fuck it's not. My cable company knows what I'm doing. Okay. If I'm watching porn, if I'm doing this, they know. So why can't we stop kiddie porn? Why isn't one of those mother effing presidents, those pieces of shit that control us, because we're a science project in America. Okay. Don't kid yourself there. We're a science project and we're supposed to eat it hook, line, and sinker. And I don't eat it. I don't buy it. But why can't those people, I'm sorry, I'm moving around, shifting around so much. Why can't those people literally stop child porn? Shut down the dark web. Shut down all the web. Take the web away. Then we'll get rid of the kiddie porn. Why is it there? Why is Madeline Soto's dumbass, ugly, doofusy looking piece of shit stepfather, garbage waste of a fucking whatever. Why is that guy have an audience with which to videotape weekly like a show on torturing Madeline? And who wasn't listening to her? Because I distinctly got that she was talking to people about what was going on. Why have none of those people stepped forward? Why? Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Sorry. You wish I was your mom. That's so nice, Bombshell. That's a nice thing. You would hate me if I was your mom, though. I'd be like, don't drink, don't smoke, drop that vape pipe, exercise, run. No TV, get off that Game Boy. That's who I was. Yeah, no, I know why. They could remove it all, but they want you to fall into this where you're going to believe in transgender at the Olympics and focus on that nonsense when any moron can go out to the Olympics. I want you to go out to the Olympics. Whoever commented on here. I want you to take your fucking dumb ass to France, get off the plane, look at the girl, look at the transgender woman, and see the height difference and the strength difference. And then ask yourself if you want to put your daughter in a sport where she's going to get the floor mopped with her face from that man pretending to be a woman, even if he feels like a woman in the wrong body. I want you to see if you're okay putting your daughter out there. I'm just asking. Just asking. Okay. You get me, Shelley? Yes. There. I just want you to. I just want you to. Yeah, that's how I was. Exactly. Yeah, the canines are so cute. No, I'm not booked at all, Siva. I don't know if I pronounced that. And that's another thing I say. I am not proud of being overbooked. I do not brag like that. I think that's crap. Oh, I'm booked till the end of the year. I don't want to commit to reading people till the end of the year. I have a life, a real person life, and I read a few people a day as I need to pay bills. So I will never open my books to book myself that far ahead. I just don't have my books open right now. I know people don't want to hear that. They expect me to be a money hungry, bleed them dry. It's all about the money to the, I don't care. I just pay my bills like you do. I don't save for the future. I have no pension, no plan, no health insurance. I don't care. I don't know what to say. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not booked though. I'm not booked. I haven't opened my books I wouldn't do that to people. I can't guarantee I'll be here. And the last thing I want to do is come to the reading where I don't want to read you because I got something else I want to do and now I'm booked. I can't think of anything worse than being booked every day of my life with readings to give me anxiety and I have a panic attack. I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to be that person. So when I feel comfortable with myself, then I open my books for a day or two or a week and I shut them down again. I am never booked months ahead. I won't do that. That's it. No, I didn't heard about the Canadian death. I did not. I didn't. Who wants to be booked a whole, like, I don't want to do that. I mean, was I ever a 9-to-5er? Did I ever stick to a schedule? No, I like to get up and do what I like to do because I'm here to make myself happy, not anybody else. I mean, I know what people say. That's selfish. You should do this. You should do that. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to. I just don't want to. I have to exercise. I have classes to go around. I have things to do. I'm working on other projects that open my abilities up in a different way. I'm writing. I'm trying to eat dinner. Trying to get this fucking camera working, the computer, all of that shit. Anyway, yeah, so it does drain your energy. I did it day in and day out of necessity to feed my children. So I did it. Absolutely. But again, I don't have a pension plan. I don't do 9 to 5. I picked the psychic work because I could do it and people don't take it serious, meaning I won't be held to some standard where the government can come in and grab my ass and tell me and take away my ability to earn a living. I didn't want that. So I would never, I don't want that. It is disgusting to do that to a child. It is. Yeah. I have to balance my life. My fun is more important than my work. And just so you know, I don't keep a job because of insurance because I don't have it. I pay my bills up front. So if I buy a car, I buy it and that's the end of it until it runs out or the rats eat it. I heard somebody online going, and she even said there were rats in her car. There were rats in my car. I lost my last car because the rats ate through the electrical, ate into the engine and died in my car. That's a true story. That really happened. I have pictures. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Wait, so she's not a real seer. Are you look at that. Don't be stupid. Please don't be stupid. Obviously, I'm a real seer. I do it to pay my bills. It's not because I'm altruistic or have a goal to help people. This is the only type of work I know how to do. It gets serious. But I do not book my books out. So no, it's not just for money. I only work when I have to pay my bills. Should I be giving readings for free all day long because you've been told that a vow of poverty is admirable? I don't think it's admirable to be poverty stricken. They're on the street not showering. So your information is stupid. You're a stupid person to ask that question. Do you do your job? I do a job I like, but I only work to pay bills. I do not overwork. I do not work all the time. I give my charity within my own group. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, and I am a real seer. But see, you asked that because you're a fucking ass bitch to come on here. Like, shut up. Shut up. Jesus Christ, shut up. I mean, please. No, poverty is a weakness, actually. Poverty is a mindset frequency designed to hold you back from your path. I'm on my path, and my path is to set my boundaries. And anybody does should you do your job for free? Like, I love it when people like, I can't afford a reading. Well, I can't afford a Porsche, so I don't have one. Bummer. Oh my God, right? Yes, I am still working on the book. I had a squirrel in your car engine. Jennifer, you know how these rodents get in there. What is that about? I did not know rat was enemy of the horse, but I'm believing it because the thing took my car out. Like, I was like... Oh, okay. She apologized. Yeah, they say that's a passive aggressive backhanded comment. I can take nobody. See, as a psychic, I've been bashed for years. As a woman, I've been bashed. As for short blonde hair and big tits, I've been bashed. For marrying an older man, been bashed. For my son dying, I've been bashed. I'm sick of being bashed. So yes, my in-laws loved being in poverty. I can't. My pride is not good because it doesn't like owing anything. Yes, there you go, Anna Marie. You're an RN. Don't particularly like it, but it's your gift, so you do it. But you're not going to overwork yourself to death just to be an RN for the sake of being Florence Nightingale. You remember her? You read the books about her? I loved those when I was little. So yeah, I'm a dragon a dragon having a dragon baby. That sounds like fun. No, it's an astrology book. So now the accuser apologizes. Yeah, I know they're passive aggressive. I know it. People think I'm very brutal when I'm talking. I have been tortured by every kind of fucktard on planet Earth, starting with my mother who set me up. So I can hear the tone of your questions and I can hear passive aggressive. I don't speak to you that way. Don't speak to me that way. I don't ever go to a doctor and go, so you're not a real doctor? I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't say that. I don't do that. So don't do it to me. Assume I'm a real person talking to you till you're proven otherwise. Because otherwise it's called passive aggressive and you're doing it in a backhanded way and you want me to defend myself, which I'm always going to call you out on it because that's who I am. Yeah, my car looks like your cat. My car Exactly, right? No, people hate it. Yeah, they hate it. They hate it when I talk. But that's one thing I wanted to bring up because I have listened because I got one reading. Let's just assume I got one reading right in my life, and it happened to be Kim Porter. I have been bashed for that, condescendingly talked to, called all kinds of fucking disgusting careers like FBI, government worker, which is the equivalent of calling me a dirty ass, rat ass, fucking shitty diapered hoe for me because it's the government. But you're, no offense to the hoes, but you're calling me that, insulting. Like, it's not a good thing to be that in my family. Not a good thing. You're calling me that. You're mocking me. You're saying I'm being fed information. I'm not being fed anything. I don't want to be fed information. Okay. So there you go. Right? I do stand up for myself. I can't stand it. That's why I was in a punch bag of a marriage for 37 years. And then there's people that come on, they're going, are you married? If you don't know I'm married by my name by now, I don't know what to say to your ass. Let's see. I don't like the government. Then people online will go, that's what somebody would say to make them think you didn't like the government. No, I really don't like the government. I feel like an anarchist inside, but I'm not going to break laws. But I don't feel the need for the government to have this kind of control over my life, or the fact that I have to listen to them on the news day in and day out. I don't like it because I don't care. I have 70 years on the planet. Hopefully by my 60th birthday, I'm dead. So I'm giving myself a year. Hopefully dead. Okay. If I'm not dead by then, I wish this is my wish. But if I happen to live more than that, why am I caring about elections? I don't care. Like, I don't care what Biden does. I don't care what Trump does. I don't care what Kamala does. I don't care. It has nothing to do with us. That's how you raise the frequency. You stop paying attention to that and then bump up your energy. So you're out of that frequency. You're not thinking from that line. I don't watch TV. I only have TV in here because John comes in here, or whoever comes in here and watches TV. I don't watch TV. I haven't been to a movie in 20 years. I went to one movie with my kids, and I think it was Eminem when that movie came out, 8 Mile, and I took Lila to the Minions. I could barely sit through any of them. Those are the only 2 movies in the past 25 years. I just don't participate in it because I don't want to. And so I don't know what to say. Yeah. So in order to raise the vibration and switch timelines, I literally don't believe in the government. Like, when I tell you that, they have no effect on me. I do not worry about the money I pay for gas. I do not worry about it because I'm going to go drive my car anyway. So what the fuck am I worried about it for? They're going to do what they do and I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to eat salmon. I'm going to eat it. So it's going to happen. I don't ever get afraid that it's not going to happen or I'm not going to have it. I don't buy into their prostitution of my life under their guise of control. They do not control me. My God cannot control us, but I answer to God, not the government. The government are a bunch of prostitution people who have prostituted their morals in order to gain power over another group of people. That is what I think of the government. Newsom can make us get an electric chair. Newsom should get the electric chair. But if you guys did pay attention to anything, there was a fire on the 15 freeway that shut the freeway down in California going from LA to Vegas. The only reason I know about it is because I'll check the maps when I go to Palm Springs, and sometimes I'll come down the 15 if I take the 60. Anyway, it was backed up for 3 days. Because why? Now I want you all to hear me. Please listen. Because the lithium batteries used in the Teslas, used in the electric cars, those lithium batteries caught fire, caused a pollution issue, a global warming issue, which is whatever it is. It takes more to get rid of an electric battery because why? For all you Canadians out there from Trail, you know that the smelter is there in Trail, the Cominco, what they call it now, I forget the name. They changed the name, but the Cominco. And you know what I'm talking about. You know about the acid rain. You know about the medical problems from it. In North America, that's the biggest smelter. They take in the lithium batteries. They damage the air, pollute the neighborhood, cause people to have health issues. And so Newsom wants electricity. But here's your common sense people. They tell you it's for global warming, but here's what I want you to understand. When you go electric and you no longer are paying the government for your natural resources, they will then tax the fuck out of you for the electricity. So they're not going to let you get away without paying them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. They got you at the grocery stores bagging your own groceries like you're a bagging bitch. You're a bitch. You got to bag. You got to bag that shit. Bag that shit. Because it's your job. Then the poor guy standing there watching the line of people coming up has to tell you you're not checking your item right. Boop, boop. You're not doing it right. Well, it's not my job, you asshole. It's your job. Why the fuck aren't you here? Why am I doing the corporation's work? I know it's easier. I want you to scale it on back to who's getting paid to do their job, and why me are paying 4 times more for vegetables, fruit, whatever, out of the store, while I also scan my groceries. Shouldn't that goddamn grocery store be paying me a wage to do their fucking employee's job under the guise of helping me out? Yeah, fuck off you too. I'm in a mood today, y'all. I mean, seriously. Oh, yeah. No, pay for the bag it and bring it home. I don't keep the bags in my home. I don't want to. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because they're lying to you. And here's why they're lying to you. California, they had a plastic bag ban. That's how this started. So all the do-gooders are like, I'm going to vote for the plastic bag ban. Okay. That's good. That's good. You can do it. So what happened after that? They raised the taxes, started charging for thicker plastic bags that are going to harm the environment more, when the thin plastic bags that you could reuse for your dog poop and whatever, you know, your shoes, your bathing suits, whatever it was people did, your lunches, those thin bags, which would break down easier, are now 3 times thicker, and you're paying for them. So the corporation is making billions more a year. It's a scam. They don't care about the environment. I don't care about it either. You don't care. I don't care. Until Leonardo DiCaprio, Kardashian, fucking Biden, Trump, whoever stops flying around in their mother effing jets and polluting the world more than I ever could, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I don't care. And that's it. I'm sorry. That's it. Here in all supermarkets have banned. We got that. It's a total scam. We have to buy plastic bags. I could bring them from home. I don't want to. And half the time, I randomly go into the grocery store. I understand you want to recycle. Good for you. You're a better person than I am. I'm admitting I'm a bad person. I don't want to recycle. After talking to the guys at the recycle place that just throw the shit in the regular garbage. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you can put your cat pee and poop in them. Sure, Beth. I'm not saying that. It's just, I am not the type to plan. I go to the grocery store only when I'm hungry. I don't buy groceries for a week and then put the bags in there. I do use the bags for the cat litter when I get them, but I'm in, I'm out, I'm wherever. I don't have a regular shopping schedule. But yeah, when I've heard it's a scam, it's such a scam. They tell me when I go down there. I took a bunch of stuff when I moved 4 times ago. Okay, so 4 times ago, I took a bunch of stuff to the recycling with my regular stuff. So you have to, they weigh your car, your vehicle, your truck. So we had it in a U-Haul thing, me and my friend Johnny. So we had the recycling stuff, like your metal stuff, your this, your that, and we had this other just trash shit. They threw it in the same pile. Suspect? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll eat 7. That's why I shop daily, right? Yes, I like David Icke. He's 100% correct. He's always been correct. He's 100% correct. The government is evil and they are trying to control you. America is a scam. What the hell are people? Again, hiking with my friend this morning, and she's saying they bought breakfast. Her kids brought home breakfast from McDonald's, $28. Here's the thing, McDonald's, you fucking pretend food people, Taco Bell, Del Taco Quaco, all of that, okay? El Coco Loco, that's what we call it in our house. All of those companies, Popeyes, why you put so much chemicals in your food? Why don't you pay your workers minimum wage? You're a quadrillion dollar company. Why are you charging $5 for medium French fries? What's that about? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just to fuck with you? I won't go to you. I don't eat there anyway, but seriously, it's crap. David himself cleaned both ovens. Wait, I just missed that. Well, it is processed food and it's human food. I mean, human meat. Anyway, I don't recycle. Give my plastic bags. I'll throw it away after I use it. Yeah, I do what I want. You know why? Because no one cares. And here's how you know no one cares on this planet. Oh God, I want you to just think about this. So you're all worried about plastic bags. And I understand the media tells you, so like good minions, you'll go do it. Stop child porn. Until you can stop child porn, and until you, the plastic bag people, stick up for child porn, first and foremost, and the abuse of children through the border, I can't hear you with your other nonsense. Literally cannot hear you. Cannot. La 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 la, like my kids used to do. Can't hear you. Can't. I love Popeyes. The most fucked up people I ever read were the corporate people from Popeyes. They were all high. They were all having affairs. They were all doing cocaine. Most fucked up group of people ever. That group of people. Yeah. Corporate Popeyes. Fucked up group. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I know, right? Private jets telling me about climate control or climate change, whatever. Get off your motherfucking, the only one, get off your fucking private jet. Ed Bagley Jr., and I met him. He's friends with Marina, my friend Marina Anderson, not Abramovic. But anyway, he walks his walk. He sincerely walks his walk. He bicycles. He takes the bus to the Oscars. He is the only person. I will listen to him. I don't agree with him, but I'll listen to him because he does it himself. These other fucking people telling you what to do, get on a goddamn jet, fly all the way around the world, dropping all kinds of jet fuel in 5 minutes, spending thousands of dollars instead of feeding the homeless with their billions. Yeah, I'm not listening to you. Sorry, can't hear you. I've had 4 surgeries due to the 80. Oh, see? I was salary, so they worked you to death. Yeah, never be salary. Never do that. I'm sorry you had the back surgery, and I can believe that. They invert. Yes, they do invade. Yes, the parents know. They're like free martins. So what they do with look at Cindy Crawford's daughter to that question. Careful, them demons coming in already. What demons? You can't get me. I pray to Jesus. I don't care if you kill me out of my physical body. I've said this repeatedly. I have no fear in death. Okay. Maybe I'm curious when it's going to happen, but I'm not afraid. The only thing you can do is kill me because I pray to Jesus and God every day. So my soul is correct. I make amends. I admit when I'm wrong and I live and walk the way that you're supposed to. What I say is what I do. And if I'm wrong and Jesus wants to punish me, then that's going to be, I'll take responsibility and that's what will happen. Poison in moderation. Exactly. But anyway, so the children are, okay, so there's 2 ways to my understanding of the inversion, because remember, it's Baphomet religion. So tits and a dick. That's what they worship. Tits and a dick. They love it. Why do you think all these men going for I don't know if it's transgender or I don't know what it is. Transgender prostitutes, I guess. I guess that's the correct word, which means they have a penis and tits. So again, back to my Olympics question. Are those transgendered women with penis and a tits? Because if they have a penis, they have male hormones. And if they haven't gone through with cutting off their penis, back it up. So I want to know that question. Yes, I'm that petty. I want to know that question. I want to know if they've gone all the way through or did they just want to win a medal against a bunch of little girls? Yes, I said that. Okay. They get off on castration. Yeah, they probably do, right? Baphomet, it is. Okay, Cindy Crawford's daughter came out with her, and I don't know the daughter's name, but sorry, my neck is killing. Cindy Crawford's daughter came out, and I looked at her. She's very, very, very thin, tall and gangly, and looks like a young teenage boy. So let me just get back to inversion. So Cindy Crawford's husband and George Clooney are close friends. Kissing cousins, as they say, because we all know Clooney's gay, right? We're not confused about that anymore. Do we know that? Yeah. All right. So anyway, Amal is his beard. Yes, I said that. I do like his Nespresso coffee. I'm ashamed to say it. John gets on me about that. He's like, how can you drink that coffee if he's one of them? I'm like, please don't make me cut my coffee out. He's not wrong, but no, not hermaphrodite. They give them. Okay, so remember when you're pregnant, you ladies, when you're pregnant, the real ladies that can give birth. Yes, I said that too. I'm sick of being marginalized and called cisgender and bullshit because I gave birth out of my uterus, my God-given right to create a portal, the most sacred thing in the world, to bring another human through, and they mock us. Every woman of the year is a fucking man in the government. They got a man up there dressed as a woman saying woman of the year. No. You are not a woman. What defines a woman? The ability to give birth. And yeah, I'm putting it right down to that. That's right. You may lose your uterus, but you're born with a uterus. Okay. Some aren't, but they're still women. They're born and whatever. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the majority. Okay. So what they do when you're pregnant, and I don't know that they do this for all families, but let's say you're pregnant with a baby boy. They give you estrogen and female hormones in utero. Because you know, if you were on steroids or estrogen, the birth control pill, and you get pregnant, they won't let you they will tell you to stop taking the birth control pill, right? Like they'll be like, don't take that. Don't take it because you're pregnant. You don't want to alter the baby's hormones. So in utero, they start changing. Not always, but a lot of the time. So they can do that. And when they change that, then the child comes out as a very pretty, tall boy, girl, boy, whichever way they're trying to do it. And then some of them, like Jamie Lee Curtis, which I heard the rumor when I was a little kid in Canada that she was hermaphrodite. Now that's a real thing. That's being born with both sex organs. And I guess it's up to your parents to pick whichever for whatever reason. And I can see where that could go awry because a child is too little to actually know anything. It's a newborn. So I could see that could be a problem with gender, a gender issue, a true gender issue with that. But they can invert at any given time. And just imagine, I'm going to bring it up again. Don't come for me, but just imagine you're an inverted male to female, which is mostly what they do. So let's say you're like the body heat actress. You look good like that, Kathleen Turner. Let's say if your hormones went awry, and I'm not saying she is one. I'm using her as an example because she was stunningly gorgeous. They never have cellulite, these women. They're special women. You and I, we have cellulite, fat asses, hanging skin, saggy tits. But these women, they're special. So special. Why? Because they're men. And men usually don't have cellulite. That's right. So anyway, they invert them in utero. They come out. And imagine if you're taking female hormones your whole life because you're really a male. So they have to give you hormone blockers. And then you're going to be given female hormones that you have to be on because it doesn't come naturally to you. How's your body going to respond? Are you going to gain weight when you go into menopause? You're going to have mental problems. You're going to have a drinking addiction. How are those hormones? Because I hated estrogen. Periods, cramps, psychotic behavior, food binges, rage, screaming every month during my period. How are you going to feel if you're doing that your whole life and then you go into menopause as a man, as a woman? Like what? So of course your body's messed up. That's all these deformed bodies we see. Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis, I think, is a legit person who was born a hermaphrodite. Absolutely. I don't vote. Who are you voting for? I don't vote. Why would I ever vote? Yes. Well, no. I was saying I saw the picture with her daughter. Can they never stop? No, you can never stop. If I wanted to be a male right now, I think Cher's daughter, Chaz, I think she was male in utero, came out female, Chastity, and then went back to her natural roots. And I really believe her. So some I believe and some I don't. But yeah, you have to, when I worked at Children of the Night, pregnant with Jason, pregnant with Keith. So Jason's 32, pregnant with him. So that many years ago, we had a program and it was with kids under the age of 18 male and female prostitutes came into the shelter. These were little kids, age 12 to 18. I've talked about this before. That is how I spent my time. I really only care about kids, okay? I don't care about adults. You're a fucking adult. Get on with your life. My kids and other people's kids. Anyway, those kids that were prostitutes, the transgender ones, usually they were 15 and 16. They got free medicine from the county of LA that they had to go in weekly for their hormones. And if you stop them, you get your masculine qualities back. So imagine if you're, after 50 years, you're like a Kathleen Turner type that's been an on-screen goddess and you've been all of these things, and then you're gaining weight for whatever reason because your hormones are whack. If you have a fucked up thyroid, you can be real skinny or real fat. So just imagine what you're doing to your body by putting fake hormones in your entire life. From the age of 12 on, puberty blockers and then hormones. It's all a pharmaceutical bait and switch. If you want to be a cross-dresser or you want to be whatever, then go do it. But not all the people that are doing it is the case. I know, there's a shocker. Free medicine to change your gender, but I can't get free anything. And I don't have insurance. I care. Yes, exactly. Yes. Lady Gag. Yes, the daughter's name. I'm trying not to mention the name on here. That's why I believe President Trump can bring law and order. I don't believe any human being can, because he's also part of the agenda. You don't think he's a billionaire for no reason, do you? You actually think a billionaire is a good person? Let's back that up. Let's back it up a second. Let's just put our thinking caps on and not pick teams. They want us picking a team like it's a football game. Biden, Trump, that's why there's only two teams. They're on the same team. But let's put our thinking cap on even farther back than that. Let's go all the way back. Go back. Okay, let's go all the way back to billionaires. So we got Oprah. We got Jay-Z. We got Bebe. We got Diddy. We got Drake. We got Usher. We got fucking Clintons. We got Obama. We got Biden. All these people, and we still have homeless, hungry children in America. You got billions. Warren Buffett. What? With the Queen Elizabeth, that bitch. I mean, her family, those people. We got all that money. And there are people still starving. Why would that be? Why? So, why would that be? It's the same. I would never vote. I don't believe Trump. He caved and went on blahing about the vaccine. He knows that shit. He didn't take that shit. He's full of shit. Come on now. And he's a billionaire. You really trust a billionaire to run your life? Where he's smarter is he's a businessman, and gas was cheaper during that time. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it's purple together. Exactly. I don't know why you vote. If everybody stopped voting, they wouldn't have any control. If people just didn't show up, they literally would have no control. If people stood outside and filmed all the voting across America and just stood there with their arms locked and said, fuck you, we're not voting for any of you, it would stop. But we don't have the guts to do that. We're all cowards. And I mean that, yeah, we give all our money away to other countries. Oh yeah, the reason we gave our money to the Ukraine so whoever started the war there, don't ask me, I didn't politically follow it. The people are being blasted. They have to be protected. I agree. So we give our money to them, thanks to Biden, trying to protect that country. Oh, what was the deal, you ask? Quid pro quo. What was the deal? That's right. Monsanto bought up more than half, 80% of the Ukrainian farmland in exchange for America giving them weapons. You do say, do you? Why would that be? Yeah, that's why they create wars. There was no wars either. Yeah, selection, not election. Yeah. Yeah, they always launder money. They're the mafia. That's what they are. Mm-hmm. I don't care what they do. I don't care if they nuke us. I don't care if they don't nuke us. I don't care if they tell us to do vaccines or not. I'm not listening to them. They don't have an effect on me. They have no effect. If I can't work and make money, I end up on the street homeless. I can take a shit on the street like everybody else in Los Angeles. What's the problem? They don't stop that. You know why they don't stop that? Because they can't stop it. So the fact that they come after you, your money, your taxes, your house, is because you pay taxes. So they know how to find you. You own property, you acquire it, they find you. They take your shit. Look what happened in Chicago. Did you guys hear about that? Did you hear about that? Monsanto is the devil. So is Tony Mottola. Okay. So did you hear about what happened in Chicago? So all these people that own homes in Chicago, let's say the price of the home is $300,000. So let's say they're paying, I don't know, $5,000 a year in property taxes. I don't know if it's 10%, 9%, 5%, whatever. So they're paying for property taxes in yearly, right? $5,000. Do you know it went up over 300%, and they wanted them to pay more than the house was worth, and they just slipped it by in a bill to try and steal property? Go look that shit up. That's your government. Kick these people out. Who are they? When you see the G7 summit, know that they're a bunch of assholes, okay? Trudeau's a pussy, Newsom's a pussy, Biden's a pussy, Trump's a pussy. That's what they all are. And I use that in a derogatory sense. Stop paying attention to them. Yeah. But your approach seems like projection. Does it seem like projection? Okay, whatever you say. She was such a cute baby. I like Chastity, or Chaz. You can't, okay. First of all, you cannot manifest money with your thoughts. What you can do is think positively to raise your vibration. Just hear me out here. So there are children starving. There are people in poverty. There are people whose parents need surgeries for whatever. There are people in third world countries that get a bowl of rice a day. But in America, we have manifestation sites where you can get millions. Can you? Okay. If you think it works. But that just shows your greed. Why aren't you... Do you understand the concept of money is abundance without focusing on money singularly? When you focus on making more money, what you're saying is, I don't have more money. When you focus on putting a smile on your face and joy, you focus on abundance. And then abundance comes to you in every area of your life. That's the difference. And you don't need a group of people to do that. You can do that on your own. So, Fat Boy Entertainment and Puff Daddy. And if you like him, you too, Tupac later. Okay, I don't even know what you're talking about there. Why is Cardi B? I think probably because he cheats. Let's see. It's all... it's like spiritual fast tracking. That's a good word I heard the other day. Like, if you want millions, why? Because you want a nice house for yourself? Oh, well, aren't you special? Why don't you pray to have the children that can't eat? Why don't you pray for the alcoholics and fucked up drug addicts to get sober so that they can feed their children properly? Why don't you pray that this really inverted, perverted system that tells birth mothers that their kids would be better off with strangers, keep their babies, raise their babies within the family, and bring the family unity back? Why don't we do that? No. We got to have transgenders at the Olympics. Your kids aren't going to the Olympics, by the way. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. It's all so weird. So weird. Let's see. I think she is a trans woman. If anything, she's a pedophile. Again, she got with her husband when he was 14 and 15. She was his teacher. Why is no one saying that? I don't care if she's a trans woman. I do care that she was diddling a kid and grooming him. She's disgusting for that. He's a groomed, captured man. It's gross. Well, they push abortion because they don't want to bring other souls through. They're trying to block God's children. I swear to God. Now, I understand the reasons for abortion. I don't know why my government has a say-so in what I do to my body. That includes vaccines and abortions. If I want to do that, I'm going to do it. You're not going to stop me. And if God punishes me, he punishes me. But I can assure you, if I want an abortion, I'm going to go get one. And if I don't want to take a vaccine, I'm not going to do it. So why don't they leave it to the moral compass of the doctors in each state about whether those doctors choose to participate in that medical medical circumstance? Why don't they do that? They don't do that. You know, I don't know why they don't do it, but I don't know why my government... See, they put that there to enrage women. They put that there to enrage us, to make us focus on the election. I guarantee you, I promise you, Whether they tell me I can or can't, I will find a way to do an abortion myself. I will. I promise you. It'll be done. There's people who do it. You know how I know this? My mother-in-law, who was born in 1915, she's dead, obviously. She accompanied people when she was a teenager who went to get abortions. Definitely wasn't legal then, but it's done. And nobody lost their stomach or their vagina. These were real doctors doing the surgery in a private setting. That's all. It can be done. And if people are so concerned about it, take it out of the government's hands, open up your own charitable organization. You get in your fucking car instead of leaving it to the government because they control the money. So you get in your car instead of using my taxes and you take those girls to the abortion clinic. You mother them. You take care of them after. You pay for it and you watch them. That's the charity service you can do if you believe in it. And I guarantee you, I would be doing it. Someone asked me, I'm going to help them. True. That's it. I know people don't like it, but I know they don't like that, but that's what I'm going to do. It is horrible, but if a woman chooses it, it's her body. It's horrible that there's people that drink every day. It's horrible that the pharmaceutical company puts you on psych meds. It's fucking horrible that you think beer is something you should be drinking, but you do it. So you do shit that's horrible to your body every day and definitely damaging to your soul. God can forgive you for having an abortion. And sometimes the aborted child just needs to experience whatever. And it is up to you what you do with your body. That's all I'm saying. Who it's not up to is the government. The government has no say-so on my body. My body, my choice in every respect. To the toothpaste I use, to the food I eat, to whatever I want to do. Period. That goes for you too. I know. Y'all don't fucking hold on. What did this I can't get this to go backwards. Hold on. It is my body, my choice. It's exactly right. Yes, leave it up to the states. I agree with you. Is the closest way to get the closest way to have the people of that state vote. Correct, if that's the system we're under. But I can sure tell you when people start talking about a poverty, why doesn't somebody like Whoopi fuckface Goldberg? I'm gonna rant today. Why doesn't somebody like her or Joy Bearhart, the one that blah blahs, that bitch with her millions? Why don't they open up a nonprofit? Those two bitches together, those two ugly bitches. Ugly women. Why don't they open up a nonprofit with their money? Okay. $200,000 it would take. Hire a couple of trucks, get non-tax status, whatever it is with the government, and go to the impoverished neighborhoods and fund through your own efforts. That's what I would do instead of waiting for, I'm going to vote for him because of abortion or I'm going to vote for her. Nah, fuck you guys. I'll help the kids that need it. I'll do it myself. Why don't they do it? They have money. Why not? Just asking, just curious. Yes, of course there's no money to be made in peace, right? Yeah, well, I'm a psycho on my live streams. Don't be critiquing my live streams because it's whatever I want to talk about in the way that I want to talk about it. That's what my live streams are. Yeah, exactly. There's no money. Exactly. It's again, I want to explain to the newcomers, I'm really happy there's new people, but my live streams are just whatever I want to talk about. And I jump from topic to topic and I'm very hyper person and that's how I live my life. That's why I get a lot done in a day and work for myself and create a business for myself and do for myself because I am that hyper, just so we clarify that. Yeah, well, what I'm saying is my body, it's her life. That's exactly right. And when you die, you can be rest assured if abortion is bad, you're going to hear it. And if it's good, you're going to hear that too. And it depends what your intention is. And there's people that use abortion for birth control and there's people that use abortion for other reasons. And there's women in marriages that abort their children too. They stay with a husband, they stay decades and they will abort their children because they don't have another kid with that man in a marriage. So there's all kinds of reasons for abortion. There's rape, there's pillaging, but there's also women legally married that have abortions in their marriage. Are we going to draw a distinguish? I mean, it is what it is. There, Woodstock. You know, my parents belonged to the Woodstock Country Club. Appalling, isn't it? It's appalling, right? So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I know where Woodbridge is. The racetrack, country club. Ate dinner there quite often. Yeah, Julio Folio was an interesting one. That was an interesting one. Yeah, they're planning it. They're already saying they're going to bring in, I think Trump just announced he's going to bring in non-cash money. They want to take your cash from you because then they can account for everything you do and they can judge whether they like the fact that you buy girl porn, you buy boy porn, you buy transgender porn, you eat McDonald's, you eat popcorn. They can control you. That's what they can do. That's what they can do. Say, let's see. I will never see the dog father the same way. Who's the dog father? The Snoop Dogg? Oh, the dog father. Snooparoo. Yeah. There's a Woodstock Country Club. Yeah. Yeah, there is. My parents belonged to several country clubs. I got all kinds of racist messages growing up, and I was just like, are you people for fucking real? Right? Right. Steering committee don't care in Canada. Yeah. Yes, the chat is live. I'm live right now. I'm getting ready to go to another exercise class instead of work. Yes, I said that. To protect women who are made to do it. To abort? What's to protect women who are made to do it? The law? The government doesn't need to tell me the law. I don't need the government's protection. They're the number one child trafficker on the planet Earth through their government, through their hotels, through everything they do, through their borders. Are you kidding me? The government doesn't need to know shit about me. Yeah, let's see. MIL, drink alcohol every day. Wait, who's MIL? I don't know who that is. Thank you. Yeah, I don't. It is spiritual warfare. I don't know who MIL is. Whoopi bothers me. She's just like a fat troll. Yes, I use the word fat and I body shamed her. So sue me. But she's an asshole. She's not necessarily wrong. It's interesting that they picked this time to ban her. She said so many other egregious things. Yes, it's government enslavement. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they live in the best neighborhood. Exactly. Let's see. I'm 41, suffered traumatic brain. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry you did. I'm still not taking the vaccine. It's my body, my choice. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry. People drive cars and they die. My son drove a motorcycle, which is completely legal, and he died and I buried him. That's the way it goes. So some people get COVID, and just because you have a reaction to COVID doesn't mean that COVID or the lack of people taking the vaccine has to do, and I'm very sorry that happened to you, but it doesn't mean it has to do with you when I say I don't want a vaccine, because I know people think that. I don't want a vaccine. My health is good. My natural immune is good. I caught COVID 4 times. I'm not saying it doesn't affect people. It does. But I'm going to take my chances. That's what I'm going to do. Just like every time I get in a car and drive on the street with a bunch of alcoholics, taking my chances. Yeah, it's a hard thing. It is. It's a hard thing to deal with. Some people have long COVID. They have problems. Some people are little kids and they end up with really traumatic brain injuries from getting in snowmobile accidents, skiing accidents, snowboarding accidents, motorcycle accidents, 3-wheeler accidents, and they have to live their life like that. Some people get their legs amputated just from doing normal everyday shit. Some construction guys fall 40 feet to their death, that kind of stuff. We all take a risk. We know this. I don't think the government has any business in my health or your health, especially when they're the ones that let the virus out. Like, what? And yes, you can get sick. I agree. You can get sick having sex with somebody. They could have AIDS. You could be married to them and they could fuck you with HIV, AIDS, and you could get sick. They could have any nasty PID, chlamydia, gonorrhea. Fuck you. You don't know it. And you get your child gets it. Herpes. Everybody has herpes. I don't see people bitching about the problems that stops. Why don't we focus on that? More people have herpes. Just asking. Yeah. It only affects you when it affects you. So that's it. I'm sorry it happened to you, though. I truly am. And I will pray for you to get better. And I think you can probably get better. It depends. People can get sick all the time. You have to really keep your body in check your whole life so that when you do get sick, you can fight it off. And even then, you could die from it. People die from asthma, for God's sakes. I don't see Asthma Awareness Week either. People die from asthma. People die from alcoholism. People die from fentanyl. People die in surgery. People die from root canals. We die from all kinds of things. It just is what it is. It is. Yes, 5013C. That's it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, let's see. Whoopi and Joy started helping. And yeah, why don't they give some of their money? I know that I give away everything I have. Everything I have, I give away. But I give away in my neighborhood. So charity. So anyone my kids knows, anyone like John knows, I make sure to contribute to people that I know in my day-to-day life. That is my form of charity. So if I knew a family that had a kid that was hungry, I'd be buying them groceries. Why are people not doing that? Why are they not helping? Why is it the government's job? Don't take from the government. Then you can live your own life free. Yeah, that's right. No one cares. I couldn't write a book about my life. I don't care. I would have a panic attack doing that. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Yeah, I eat transgender porn for breakfast. Some people do. Yeah, some people do. Let's see. I can't read it. I'm trying to. My Julio Folio reading. You can ask Andro. I said I'm trying to do this. We tried to do it like 2 weeks ago, and then I didn't like the way I looked in the film, so I waited, and then I did it again. So I do. Yeah, social credit score. Don't judge me on my social credit score. If I fail, I fail. Fuck you. You can't judge me. Do you get it? You can't judge me. I can't judge you. They can't judge you on a social score because it's rigged. They're going to ask you to get a chip in your hand. They're going to ask you to follow their little games. Don't follow their games. Say no. Just say no. But you know what? Whole Foods has a chip scanner for your hand. What? Yeah, no. No. Pluto return is having, I don't know. I'm waiting to see. I really don't know. I'm not brave. I just speak the truth. Everybody else is a coward. Anyone who sits there, okay, just look at it this way. Another pet peeve, since it's pet peeve day. I'm so sorry, everybody, but it is a live stream. Okay, so here's the thing. I hear people on TikTok, especially TikTok, and on YouTube, they won't use the real wording. So they say, sorry, my hair's driving me crazy. Hold on. I can't tell which side is which. Okay, there. Oh, driving me nuts. So they say things like, yes, I say that a lot. My appearance drives me crazy when I look in a camera, but go ahead and put yourself on camera if you want to yell at me for that, for the person that did. All right. So when they say things like, I have to use code. So let's say they're talking about Madeline Soto, which is a public news story. And here's what they say. So Madeline Soto was sexually abused and murdered. She was sexually abused and murdered. Okay? Use the correct wording. If you don't, and here's the only reason you're not. You're worried about your channel getting shut down because you make money from it. So it's about your own greed that you're using code words. Stop censoring actual fucking words. If the girl was sexually abused and murdered, shouldn't the media be going to her stepfather and mother and challenging them instead of making a bunch of dumbass YouTubers and TikTokers use fucking baby talk to get around the algorithm so they can make money, which is a form of greed, making you a coward? Can we stop doing that? Yeah, I said it. I know it's going to be cut up and stolen all over the internet, but I'm literally being serious. Let's see. Yeah, flavored popcorn. I'll accept it. Yeah, I don't understand. Stop using code words. Say the word like an adult. Don't let them censor you. The people who are using the code words are orchestrating censorship. I'm an adult. If somebody's sexually abused, raped, murdered, sodomized, I'm going to use a fucking word. Tell me not to use a word. Stop putting it out there on the news with the word then. Have the newscasters start censoring themselves. Murder. Have them censor themselves. Don't have me censor myself. I'm going to use a word like a fucking educated adult. Oh my God, Angela, I'm so sorry. Oh God, honey, I'm sorry your son was murdered. That makes me very sad. Oh, good. Yeah, we worked on the lighting today. I still have wrinkles and a saggy neck. I'm getting old lady neck, and I have a weird tan line from my hat. The government has no right. Who gave these fucking people authority? And I thought that as a kid. I argued with my family as a kid over that. Who are these fucking people? They in my bedroom, like when someone smacks me in the face, or they hear when I give birth? No. And I'll tell you something. I had home births, and with Keith, because Keith almost died. I'm not saying I was smart, but he was caught up in the cord and he was feet first. And I did it at home. I got out of the jacuzzi. John, you know the whole story. John saved Keith's life, put his hands inside me, untangled him because it was tangled from his neck to the feet, and the feet were coming out first, and Keith was dying in the jacuzzi. So I got out because I felt like something wasn't right, and John kind of saved Keith. We had a midwife coming and she got stuck in Christmas traffic. So Keith went to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles for 7 days. Heidi Fleiss's dad, Paul Fleiss, was our pediatrician, and he was banned from the hospital because all that shit was going on. So he couldn't even check on little Dewey. Okay. So Dewey was a 9-pound baby. He was 9 pounds, 22 inches, slightly over 9 pounds, 22 inches, very healthy baby. Just the manner in which he came out was a problem. Anyway, these women, a lot of them were very nice in the NICU unit, but some of them gave me the dirty look because I had the home births, as if women haven't been doing that for centuries. I'm not saying in Keith's case, being traverse and then feet first was a problem, but you know me, I got to be an asshole, truth be told. And John did beg me to go to the hospital, but I'm like, no, I don't want them stealing my baby. That's really how I thought back then. Seriously. So anyway, Keithy got to the hospital. And he was in the NICU with drug babies. So these are parents that openly smoked drugs, did drugs, injected drugs with their kids. And the kids were like this big on your hand, some of these babies. And they were going to have lifelong problems, obviously, because they came out. And they literally, the baby next to Keith was the size of my hand. Horrific. It was devastating, actually. Keith was over 9 pounds and 9 pounds and a bit and 22 inches long. So he was a watermelon. And he was fighting in there. He kept throwing the stickers off. He would beep all the time. And I went in there to breastfeed. And it was a real problem because a lot of the nurses were nice, but the staff hated my guts. They called John one day. I was there. This is before cell phones. And John put them on speakerphone. And I told them I was taking my kid and they could just fuck off, right? And they called John. Now I'm at home listening to this. They called John and they're like, your wife's crazy. I'm not saying I'm not crazy, but not for that reason I wasn't. He'd been in there and they kept making his ticket, the thing identifying him on his arm kept falling off because he was a big baby. And so anyone could have taken him. So I couldn't leave the hospital, so I couldn't get sleep because I had to guard him. Really. Anyway, so my birth mom watched Jason and John went back and forth. And I would sleep in the car and then go back in. I just wouldn't leave him alone, period. So I would breastfeed too. I insisted. They did not want me breastfeeding. I had to get a lawyer. John got a lawyer in the middle of the night to get an injunction to allow me to breastfeed. I did not want my breastfeeding interrupted with my son. They didn't like that because they thought I was crazy. And then, so I'd had a home birth. I went straight to the hospital with Keith because he had tachypnea. He couldn't breathe because he was choked. So his brain wouldn't breathe that he could breathe, right? So I was so hungry. This is a day later. Hadn't been home, hadn't eaten. Wearing, they had a pneumonia outbreak in the hospital. I was wearing basically a diaper. I was hemorrhaging. My belly was out to here. I was starving. So I went to the machine because they didn't have the cafeteria open at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I got a chocolate bar. I was fucking starving. I got yelled at by a nurse and I'm like, just fuck off and get out of it. You can't breastfeed if you eat that. I'm like, lady, you have a crack baby to attend to. Attend to the crack baby. Don't worry about what I put in my mouth. Anyway, that was one of the nurses. But the hospital staff and the head of neonatology, now I'll never forget this. She was a woman, which was great. She had 5 children that she was not at home watching. And she was telling me that they needed to keep my baby and this, that, and the other. They got on the phone with John. And I asked her who was babysitting her kids. I'm like, who's watching your fucking kids? 5 of them. Asshole. Anyway, while you're here doing baby miracles. Anyway, take care of your own lady. But not the point. They called John and they're like, oh, Keith swallowed the meconium, which is the first poop. He did not swallow the meconium because the water was clear when he came out. So I had educated myself on all of that. I went to classes. I read up on it. I learned about that. So we knew about it. And John was like stifling a laugh. I was ready to come through the phone and like beat this woman. And they're on the phone and John's like, yeah, I just don't think my wife's crazy. And we both agree we're going to bring Keith home. They wanted him in there. So he was in there for 7 days. So he came out on the 18th and he came home Christmas morning. And they want to make sure the bilirubin was fine. Well, with Jason, I just put him outside in the sunlight. Same as Meadow. She just sit by the window and the bilirubin's fine. Poor Keithy had the little grow weed lights on him and huge baby, bigger than any baby in there. And he came home on that morning. So we called him like the little Christmas miracle. Anyway, do you know for the 1 week in that hospital, $200,000. $200,000. Seriously. And they sent us home with a nurse that did in-home care that we never saw. Another $75,000. We never saw her. I kept phoning the insurance company. I'm like, where is this nurse? They're full of shit. That's my point. Yeah. Full of shit. They did not want you having home births. I'm not saying you should do whatever you want. Jack yourself up with medicine. Don't do this, do that. I don't care. I wanted a home birth. That's my point. Let's see. Do that because they don't want to be. Yes, I know why they do it. They don't want to be demonetized, making them a coward. If you can't speak properly and you're part of the agenda of censoring speech because you're so afraid you're going to lose money, go get a real job, a regular job, and stop speaking in code because you're so greedy for your money. You must stand for something. So that should tell you when you listen to them that they're not truthful because it's about their money. Speak properly. Yes, it's consenting and they're propagating it. I refuse to do it. Cut my money off. I don't care. Again, don't care because I work my clients. I keep that. I'm not going to sit there and make up words for being murdered. Murdered is murdered the way that we understand it, unless you're going to tell me there's another word for it. I'm not going to use the word. They were off. Madeline Soto was murdered after being sexually abused, incested by her mother, sexually abused by her stepfather, videotaped, filmed, beaten, probed with objects during the sexual abuse, put on the dark web, and probably snuff filmed. Okay? I'm going to say it like it is. Period. Oh. There you go. All right. Do you see TikTok getting banned? No, it'll never get banned. They just want to cause chaos. This is what I tell people on social media. And it's always been, this is why I don't run my business through Facebook. I don't run it through social media. I direct you to my website. My website I own. You can only purchase through my website. You cannot purchase off TikTok. You cannot purchase off of Instagram. You have to go to sloanbella.com because I'm in control of my website. It is my website and my control. I do not Facebook Marketplace, this, that. No, you have too much control over my content. It goes to my website. It is my website. I suggest every content creator put their name, buy their name, do their website, and run their money through their own website. Seriously. That's what I think. That's what I think. Oh my God, meningitis. Oh my God, and Lyme disease. Yeah, I can believe that. No, Keithy was born on December 18th. He's a Sag, but he had 6 planets conjunct in Capricorn. Yeah, no, John didn't bail on me then. John was like, fuck you people. It's the one time in his life he had insurance because he had a psychic hit that Keith would need insurance. I did not. I was just plain crazy. When I went into labor with Keith, I was running down the street with John's boxer shorts on, a bra, and a blanket. Because John was like, I think we need to go to the hospital. I'm like, I'm never going to the hospital. He's like, please, can you go to the hospital? I hid behind a tree. They had to drag me into the house. I was crazy when I was pregnant. But let's see, my new granddaughter, 9 pounds, 3 ounces. That's so cute. That's so cute. Do you feel like you're closer to your son? No, I feel him, but it still doesn't make me happy because he's dead, meaning transitioned on the other side that we call dead. Yeah. trying to take all this time up, but I let him know every day. Yeah, no one's being, you're not being selfish. A wife who works for says hold on. Okay, let me go back here. Oh, I can't get it to go back. That makes me so mad. Yeah, I know, we're crazy. I wanted John to deliver my kids. You knock me up, you have to be there delivering them. Like no hospital, like happy show. John delivered them. I will give him that. I had a midwife for my only child. He's 42. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, isn't it a great thing? I wanted to feel my children. It is the only thing that has ever mattered to me in my life. I know women don't like hearing that. They want to say you can be everything. You can't be everything. You cannot work a full-time job and raise your kids properly unless you consider having a nanny to go to work for 12 hours a day, or like the person that was on salary that worked 80 hours a week. You're not raising your child. You have no energy. I had no energy and I work from home. Okay. I just know I've done it. I wanted to feel my children. I wanted to like breastfeed them. I wanted to do everything. That was the only thing that mattered to me. Still the only thing that matters to me. That's it. Sorry. Yeah. I know California has a real thing against, natural birth, home birth, all of that, because they want you in the pharmaceutical system. Let's see. Yes, I would not let the nurse take mine either. Yeah. Yeah, no, I loved breastfeeding. Sounds like it sounds like I did. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. All right, you guys, you have a crack baby to tend to. No, it's true. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, you can tell I was a good mom. My kid, they were judging me on the home birth for that reason. They were judging me on the fact that I had a home birth. They were not judging the woman. See, we always applaud the shitty behavior in this country. Oh, well, he was on drugs. She was a drug addict. Fuck you. I did everything right, except I probably should have had the baby in a hospital because feet first was a little bit difficult. Thought I could do it. We pushed the baby down. We tried all that. I did everything, but didn't work. Having said that, you should not be rewarded for negative behavior. And this whole country is like that. So the establishment goes after the people that do what they say you should do. And if you fuck up, we like people more. Oh, well, they're more human. No, they're not. They're just more assholes and they got caught. What's my favorite thing to do? Go hiking. Aw, that's so great. I love that. I love that you're pregnant. They made me stay until my daughter's, her liver. Yeah, the sunlight. I just put Jason, I got a grow light. Jason was a home birth and my midwife said, just get a grow light. Sorry, my neck hurts. I have to go to stretch class. Anyway, I got a grow light for Jason, like a plant light. And I have pictures of him. His little body, he's on his tummy and he's on a little towel. We put him on the floor. We had carpet. We put him on a blankie on the floor. The little grow light. And Meadow stayed by the window. She had it too. And Keith, they blah blahed about the bilirubin because it's the one time we had insurance. John paid $6,000 back in the day to have the midwife come and do the delivery and take care of everything. John paid $6,000 for that out of pocket because I refused to go to a hospital because I'm not doing the insurance. I'll pay cash or I won't pay cash. That's what we did. That's what I did. And I wanted the midwife, so he took care of it. Actually, I think he thought I was a loose cannon. He's like, this bitch will run in the backyard, squat and have the baby. I better get the midwife. But all of that's what we did. For the care we took, for the aftercare we paid for, that's what we paid for. They get you hooked into insurance and then the insurance controls what you do. I just don't want to do that. That's it. I don't want to do it. So that's not what I want to do. I want to have a home birth when that's cute. You're going to have a C-section because your hips. Well, that could be true. You might have to have a C-section because of your hips. They have to tell that from your pelvic floor though and inside. Like whatever size your hips are, it's the internal side and there's a word for it when the baby's shoulders won't go through because one of my friends, Terry, had that happen. And I can't remember what the word is for that, but there is a word for that. They tried to charge me for the circumcision when my son wasn't. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I refuse that too. I refuse that. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. You can listen to others. There's really other great psychics out there, but thank you for the compliment. 19, unemployed, living home with his girlfriend. I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't even care. My kids, I moved out. That's all I'm saying. So there you go. That's it. I moved out. My kids are in the house. They're with John. They drive him crazy, not me. Yeah, no, I'm just, if my shit gets demonetized, I still have a job. I'm not going to use baby talk to do that. I'm just not going to do it. Like, no. I'm just not going to do it. Someone who's close to Kim Porter turned in the flash drive. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, let's see, Sloan, why did they make you pay for the umbilical cord that comes from the mother? Probably to preserve it. That didn't happen to me. I can do what I want with my umbilical cord. It's nobody's business. They take all your stuff. You should ask for your teeth back. You should ask for everything back. It's your fucking body. Do you know what they said when my son died? Sorry to bring it up again to the fucking troll who doesn't like me bringing it up. I'm bringing it up every day. But sometimes good, sometimes bad. But when I went and pulled up to my son being on the ground dead, the officer said to me as I ran to him, "That's my son," is what I said, and ran to the body, which they wouldn't let me near because they didn't think I could handle it. Of course I could handle it. I'm the mother. I could handle it. And I did handle it. And I saw him and I saw the pictures of the autopsy. I've seen him and it was not a pretty sight, but I'm his mother. A mother is built to handle that. Anyway, the police officer said to me, he's property of LA County. I'm like, why? They push him out with their big ass vagina? What a thing to say. That was said. That was actually said. It was, that was said that way. Terrible. Yeah. All right, you guys. Hi, will I be approved? If you need the weight loss, you will be. I love Bunny XO. Let's see. Pisces seems to hurt the Sag. Yeah. Hold on. I have to read this. I can't get back. Oh, can't get back. Wait. Hold on. Let's see. You're supposed to bury your kids. Yeah. I don't know who says we're not supposed to. We're told that, but is that really true? They have their own path, right? So, yeah, dead is not a thing, only transition. No, I know that. I say that all the time. But while my child was dead on the ground, as they labeled it, yeah, were you diagnosed mentally unstable? No, never. Never in my life have I been diagnosed mentally unstable. And I've had many a nervous breakdown. That's why I don't do drugs. That's why I don't do any wine. That's why I don't do weed. Because you'll never fucking get me for that. Because I'm articulate. I'm intelligent. I have a high IQ. And there ain't nothing wrong with me. What I say is normal. You want to make it not normal. Not you personally. But people want to make it not normal because they want to attack you and take you down. That doesn't work with me. That's another reason to stay sober. If you are well-spoken, you take care of yourself, sober, articulate, and speak the truth, you're a threat all the way around. If you're fucked up on drugs, they can always call you mentally ill now, can't they? I've never been diagnosed with that, ever. So yeah, anyway, super good. I mean, not that they couldn't have, they probably could, but no, Keith didn't. I had the premonition. I told them what I said to both my sons 3 days prior, and I picked it up a month prior. I'm going to bury one of you by September. That's the wording that came to my head. That's what they told me on the other side. I did not know which one. That's how it happens for me. I predicted my stepson's death. I predicted a few people's death. When I get it, I get it. When I see it, I see it. I say it. That's just what I say. That's just what I say. So, let's see. They wanted your money and your baby girl. Yeah, right. Exactly. They want the kids. Definitely. Oh, it's strange. I can only feel my kitty that I lost in March. Yeah, it's weird. It's different with everybody. I was also hoping it helped my boobs go back. I breastfed for them. Yeah, I didn't care about that really. I mean, your body never goes back. Some people do really well though. Some people look super good. Let's see. Yeah, some people look so good. They look so good. FDA shaming. Fuck the FDA. Who are they to decide when they put the shit they put in food? Do you know what's in McDonald's? Do you know what's in Popeyes? Look at the ingredients of that and then ask if the FDA is fucking approving real problems or not. All right, you all. You're good at picking up energy. What does that mean? It means you're good at picking up the energy of things around you. You pick up the energy, the actuality, not the presentation of false lies, fakery. The presentation. Do your parents tell you put a smile on it and go in and give grandma a kiss so you had to fake being happy? Someone in the room can pick up the energy and can see you're not happy. Picking up the energy. Energy doesn't lie. People do. That's what that means. Yeah. Wait, what is the weight limit for silks? You know what? If you can get up there, there isn't. There are some heavy girls in our class, close to 200 pounds. There are some big, look up, there's a girl, I saw her online. I don't know her personally. The chubby aerialist. That's her handle, not mine. I'm not making fun of her. Stiff person syndrome. That's because you're eating human flesh. That's what I feel. They had baby tanning beds in the 90s. Of course they did, because they want to radiate your kid. I don't feel the election. I keep saying that. Yeah. All right, you guys. Insurance it's a total scam. Let's see. Oh, you're pregnant. That's so nice. Yeah, my kids are my life. I mean, I know they want me to say different. I got nothing else to say. When I die, the only people I want around me are my children and my grandkids. I don't necessarily want a man unless you've been in my life since I had my children and my grandkids. Other than that, I just want my children with me. I will do anything I can to have them in my life. That's it. I don't need to prove a point. They are who they are, and I'm their mother. That's it. That's who I am. And that includes Keith. I'm still his mother, even though he's not physically here. Yes. Okay. Sun can help. Yeah, the bilirubins. The sun helps. Yeah, absolutely. The sun helps the bilirubin. It processes through the liver. Babies are going to have that problem. They say lots of babies. Oh my God. They broke the clavicle. Bobby, you did tell me that. Bobby, you're coming on and I'm leaving. No vaccine, very painful. Yeah, I didn't do any drugs. I gave birth without drugs. I wish I had drugs. I wanted crack. Crack is whack, but I would have taken the crack. I refused to go to the government hospital. And so I found a doctor from India. There you go. Oh my God. So great, Desert Doxies. That's so cool. I would love to hear about that. Yeah, I wanted to be a midwife after I gave birth. I couldn't get past the beauty of that, the extraordinary experience of that. Extraordinary. Oh, yeah, you got locked up. Aw. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you have a spiritual. They always call you crazy because they like logic on this planet. Logic, logic, logic. And when I'm being told I'm logical, you know it ain't logical. All right, you guys, I'm on my way to stretch class. Yeah, trying to do the splits. No, trying to learn how to stretch. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for listening to me. Remember, the live streams are different. The live streams are just whatever, whenever. Just the way it is. Bye, you guys. Mwah. Film videos are different. Live streams are live streams. Okay, bye, y'all. Peace out, everybody.